it's a pleasure to address you today, and it's great to see you. I want to share some of my thoughts on why are we here. I give a lot of credit to the big three of Detroit by leading by example. And I'll give you a little history about myself. But relative to motor parts, by default, we are a very diverse company. Like parts, we're all over the world. And our mission is to sell our parts in every corner of the world because we're the best in the world. And, but this program is about the United States of America. Now, we're all about the brand. We're a great brand, and I have a history of great brands. I started my career with GE. GE started in 1892. I had served my first 13 years with the company with the slogan, "We bring good things to life." GE started with Thomas Edison, and Edison Electric started with the light bulb, and he lit up the world. Let there be light. And I can tell you, GE did bring good things to life. Then I moved on to Stanley Tools. And Stanley started in New Britain, Connecticut in 1843. And they had, here I am, working for Federal-Mogul, started in 1899. So I have a history working for great, iconic American brands that have withstood the test of times over 100 years old. We are capitalists. First and foremost, we aim to please and satisfy our shareholders. That's what we do. But we want to satisfy our customers, and we want to satisfy our employees. And what is a great brand, Ella? So why are we here? We need to build a pipeline of talent. And that's what I look for every day. I look for good talent. We are here to build a pipeline, and we are here to give you some momentum. We need to accelerate to make up for lost time. What's lost time? A history has shown that we've had a bad history of discrimination. Now, I don't consider myself a minority. I'm a Korean-born Asian man. Asian men are the most spoiled demographics in the world. No, you go from Japan all the way to the Middle East. It's pretty obvious. But you know, we're making progress. South Korea has the first woman president. But we've had a history of you know, racism and sexism. And we're making up for that lost time. Making up for the mistakes that we made in the past. And we stand for that. We stand for that goodness. And what we want to do is give you an edge in building that pipeline. And that is, in our generation, the best that we can do to make up for the mistakes of our past. And as a man in charge of global sourcing for the company, I'm here to tell you, I want to give you an edge. All things equal, you're going to win. If it's a jump ball, the ball goes to you. And what we want to do is get to know you. At the end of the day, you have to be competitive, okay? This is capitalism. You have to be competitive to win. And we want to see where you are. Shoot straight with me. Tell me who you are. And if you're here and we need here, I'm going to go out of my way to lift you up. And I'll be completely honest and transparent with you. We're rooting for you. We want you to win. And so this is coming from the head of sourcing, and I'm rooting for you. And it's all for the greater good. And we want to be great. Why do we want to be great? The best way to answer is when Senator Kennedy, when he was asked, why do you want to be president? I loved his answer. He said, the Greeks had a saying, full use of power along lines of excellence. Full use of power along lines of excellence. Being great puts us in a position to be excellent. And what is excellent? How about satisfying our shareholders, have Wall Street love us, satisfy our employees, and do greater good for our society, for our country, and for our community. That's a win-win-win. That is excellence. Only but a few can truly achieve excellence. And I've seen it with Jack Welch's GE. I've seen it with John Lundgren's Stanley Works. And I am telling you, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see it here in Federal-Mogul. Why did I come here? I didn't come here because I needed a job. I came here because I see a winner. And I'm telling you, it's only a matter of time. Federal-Mogul will find glory again. And these brands will be lifted up. And when you see our brand, it's that image of quality, it's that feeling of warmth, that this brand stands for goodness. And it can't be greed and self-indulgence and selfishness. It's actually about selflessness if you think about it. That's what excellence is. I came here because we're going to find glory again. And this 115-year-old company is going to go another century and beyond. That's what this is all about. We're here because we want to be here. We're here because we are a company with a good heart. We are. And all this rhetoric about these greedy corporate America is a bunch of baloney. And I can see where that's coming from the pundits and cynics. I work for great American companies. I'm telling you, we're not bad people. My boss, people that I work with, working with you, I see a lot of good-hearted people with good family values. They want to do good. We just get knocked around by some cynics as being greedy corporate thugs. And that is just a false perception. Now, we need to fight that perception because it's reality. And the way to do that is do good, do good, do good. That's why we are here. We're here because we want to be here. We are here not because we think you're going to be our customers, we want to increase our sales. No, this is not a financial objective. This is striving to do morally good. Is it not? It's worth it. Now, look, I'm a very candid and honest and truthful person. In the grand scheme of what I got to do for this corporation, I oversee over $2 billion of spend all over the world. Okay? This is a little thing. It's a little thing. But little things count. Little things count. It does. I met with our CEO last night, Dan Inibachi, and he always tells me some interesting stories about Carl Icahn. Carl Icahn owns 81% of us. And he said, Mike, you know, one thing about Carl, he spends a lot of time on little things. And he'll spend a lot of time on $1 million. Now, we will all spend a lot of time on $1 million. For a man with $26 billion in net worth, Carl, why are you spending so many hours on that petty million for you? And he would say, little things count. This man has a track record of making little things count big. And I am telling you, this is a little thing for me. If you look at what's on my plate, it's little for me. But little things count. Do little things well, that's how you achieve greatness. And greatness is set up to be excellent. And we strive for excellence. So with that, I reiterate, we are here because we want to be here. And you have my commitment that we will continue this. This is the first time we ever done this. Again, I give a lot of credit to the big three. But we will continue this year after year. And you know, our commitment is what Thomas does. He does this every day. He's been doing this for multi-years. I have a lot of respect for him. And we commit ourselves and come to me though. Look, I'm not your first call, all right? You got to go through a channel to get to me, but find a way to get to me. Tell me your story. I'll give you a fair shot, and I'm going to give you an edge to get there. And when we award the business to you, that'd be a nice celebration. So with that, I think that pretty much ends the opening remarks. Tammy, why don't you wrap up, and we'll be glad to answer any questions that you have. Thank you.